Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Broken Brian. And we've got some Scooby news. And I'm not sure it's good Scooby news. Warner Brothers and Netflix have signed a script to series deal that if the script is well received, it will get an immediate schedule for production on Netflix. Now, I love Scooby-Doo. I've been a fan of it since I was a kid. I've watched, I think, almost all the movies. Uh, I even watched Scoob, which I do think was meh. I do think it was kind of insulting that they didn't put Matthew Lillard as the voice of Shaggy, but that's another video altogether. But even the live actions, I thought were well done. They were not great, but I thought they were pretty well done. And then we have Velma. And I did watch the first season because I saw all these videos saying it was terrible, and I thought they couldn't possibly be right. It could not be that terrible. Velma season 1 was that terrible. And I don't want to watch the second season. I am still traumatized from the first season. But from what I read, spoilers, Scrappy-Doo kills Velma, and hopefully that means it'll never get a third season. I don't know if it's true. I don't want to watch it to find out. I'm not going to watch it. I disavow Velma as anything to do with the Scooby-Doo franchise. Now, as this article says in the headlines, that's going to be weird because I'm a huge Cowboy Bebop fan. I love Cowboy Bebop. And the Netflix adaptation, being faithful to the source material, was trash. I do have some friends that had no idea what Cowboy Bebop was, and from their perspective, it wasn't bad, and I get that. As if you know nothing about it and watched it, you'd be like, okay, it's not too bad. But if you had any idea of what Cowboy Bebop was like, there's no way you can really enjoy it. But we've got, what's his name? Let's scroll down here. Yeah, Scott Rosenberg, that's his name. Couldn't think of it. Was the executive producer for Cowboy Bebop and Josh Applebaum. If they're in charge, I have no hopes for it because the Cowboy Bebop adaptation was just awful. It literally made me mad. I finished it thinking, okay, they'll do something better, but it was just. There were some neat little Easter eggs that they put in there. There's a couple Star Trek Easter eggs and a couple others that were just kind of neat to see in there. But as a whole, that series was terrible. And the fact that we're going to get it from these producers has me terrified. Yes, people involved that also did like the CW projects, like the Arrowverse and things like that. Okay, I did kind of get tired of the Arrowverse and Flash. I never finished Flash or Arrow. Uh, I don't even think I made it past season 2 of Supergirl. I was just kind of like, I'm done. And that they did so many crossover events. I hate crossover events because I don't watch them live. So watching a crossover event means you've got to keep up with multiple series to know what's going on, or you miss part of the story. So I do really despise crossover events. But yeah, it's going to be, there's no date, there's no thing that says when it's going to happen, but the deal's in the works. And so we're going to get a Scooby-Doo live action series from possibly the two producers that I would wholeheartedly not pick to do this. But it is what it is. So we've got to either ignore it or consume it. And I pretty much, right now, unless I see clips that give me hope, there's no way I'm watching this. And I love Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is just one of those things. It's wholesome, fun, all the series. I think Scooby-Doo Inc. is probably is it Scooby-Doo Inc. or Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc. Whichever series, animated series that was that had oh gosh, forgot that comedian name that did the voice. But anyways, that was a good series. It departed a little bit, but stayed pretty true. My son and I have bonded over Scooby Doo for years. It's just been one of those things that, hey, let's watch something. I don't know what I watch. We're watching Scooby. Period. And I mean, he's a teenager now, so I mean, we still do that. Scooby Doo is just a good, wholesome franchise, and here we are. I think they just haven't put the nail in the coffin yet. Um, Good plus to this article, no mention of Mindy Kaling at all. So we've got that going for it. So I I'm fearful of this. I don't want to see it, but it's coming. So I just wanted you to know so you can start to mentally prepare for what will probably be a nightmare of a Scooby Doo series like Velma was. So that's all I've got about Scooby today. Hopefully, I'll have better news about the Scooby Doo universe in another video sometime in the future. But for right now, just pull out those old discs and watch some good classic Scooby. Until next time, as always, my friends, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.